Not a lot of Despia content out here, especially on the mirror match. And one of the Verse Cup rounds, I was actually watching mid-morning before this started, and it really caught me off guard. It was actually a Despia mirror. And it definitely goes to show the level of interaction and things that you need to be careful of in this mirror, because it's really freaking scary, alright? Make sure you guys smash all the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So this is Nazari versus Marcus 316's match. Now, you gotta have to remember, in the Despia mirror, you're gonna have to be very, very careful because you have Albaz is working around every corner. You got frickin' Super Polys. Your field is my field in this matchup. And having watched this, it's very interesting to see how much you have to literally tippy-toe around this. So, we are actually playing the stained glass of the volley on here. So apply these effects in sequence based on the type of effect monsters you control. Alright? Apply these effects in sequence, by the way. So if you have Fairy, you draw 2 and place 2 cards from your hand on the bottom of the deck. And Fiend, your opponent draws 1 card and then discards 1 random card. Alright? Then if they have any other cards in the hand, discard 1 more card of their choice. Alright? I mean, yeah, they get to draw, but the heck do you care? So we opened up Theater, branded in red, Ash Blossom, Fallen, and Stained Glass. Alright? Our opponent is going to be starting off here. We got Gamma, Theater, branded in red, and Albaz. His hands feel very similar, actually. But they do have branded opening, which will be pretty good here in a second. It's going to be very, very slow and passive because both these decks have to get to their combo pieces to kind of start going. Ah, look! We drew Ecclesia here. Remember, this Ecclesia is a special summon tuner, alright, that has the ability to tribute itself to special summon a Xingjiang or a Fallen of Albaz. Alright, that's very, very, very important. Alright, yes, it can bring out Albaz on the opponent's turn, triggering a Super Poly interaction. Yay! So we just got a set 2 over here. We're going to summon our Ecclesia. Alright, it's going to take up our normal. Can't really blame them too much. We're going to get a nice little poke in for 1500 because neither player really has an idea what's going on here just yet. Alright, so this could be Xingjiang for all you know. Alright, so I assume we're going to have just a draw pass. Alright, opponent's going to activate Theater, and then they're going to see an Albaz touchdown here, and we're going to see our Albaz interaction here. Nice Gamma for turn. That feels like absolute garbage, but can't really blame it too much. We're going to convert up, and we're going to make the Albion the branded dragon. So this card uses summon confusion, summon 1 level 8 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck using Albion the branded dragon by banishing fusion monsters listed on it from your hand, field, and or graveyard. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there, you can add to your hand or set 1 branded spell or trap card directly from your hand or deck. Well, that's literally free real estate. Alright. So what are we going to do from here? Are we going to... He's going to think here. We're going to fire the branded opening here. Alright, which is immediately going to get ashed. Well, that sucks. It's literally the best value you could have gotten there on that. Sure, man. We'll go ahead and we'll take our 2500. No real part here. And by the way, the discard is part of the effect on the branded opening, so he still does maintain the game in hand. Alright, just so you know. We opened up our second Theater. Wow, life really sucks. Alright, I guess, what do we do? Roll this? Alright, well, I lied. We're going to go ahead and we're going to roll the good card. We're going to yeet this Theater out of our terrible hand. Alright, like, what do you want me to do, man? Like, we're going to make... We hard summon Titanclad. Alright, so this thing gains attack equal to the combined monster's original levels, times 100, by the way. And by the way, it's also unaffected by the activated effects of any other monsters. So now, by the way, it's a continuous power boost. So this thing's what, like 30... We got what? Oh, nope, 25. 3,700. Alright, well, that's a big chonker. Holy crap. Poke. Alright, well, time to just lose the game to a random-ass Titanclad. Alright, so we're going to set Brandon in red so we can actually... This thing's a quick play, by the way. Alright, sure, but it can't attack directly the turn whatever you make with it, which is fine. So it's just better just to hold. Are we just going to win off of a Titanclad here? Is that what life feels like? The raw power of an actual Titanclad. His hand wasn't very good. To be fair, neither of these builds really like had a lot of gas to kind of make the super commitment here. It's just the Titanclad was the big iron fortress that kind of brought this down. I mean, what do you do? Set the Ash Blossom and pass? Yep. That's really disappointing. You can't even really get a good branded in red off here because like we lack our Despia monster. Oh, we drew our Xingjiang sword. Okay. So we're just going to attack with the Titanclad, sure. Our opponent's going to draw. Cool. Well, they drew the theater. There's nothing you can really do about that. So, game one on the lock down here for Nasri. Alright, not a lot of real progressive movement there. Game two will be where the chess actually gets interesting here. You get to see a lot of these integral moves. You also just got to see what happens when you don't see a Despia monster from both sides. Man, the mirror is real fun. Let me tell you what. Alright, so we opened up frickin' Ecclesia, Tragedy, branded in red, Gamma, and Allure. Across the table, we got Ad Libitum, Ecclesia, branded, Despia, and Nadir's Servant. Okay. Interesting. So we got Ecclesias on both sides of the table. You see what I did there? So we're going to activate Allure Darkness here. Easy peasy. Hey, look, we got our sword, and we got the first card that dictates the matchup. Here we go. So Mr. Tragedy here is going to trigger, alright, if this card in your graveyard or banished by a card effect, alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to add a Despia card or monster from our deck to our hand. Hi, Albert. Alright, time to yeet Albert onto the field. Albert, go do your job. Go get me a good card, please. I need something better than what I've already been given. We're going to grab Branded Opening. The fact that you just get to freaking grab this and then combo off on the opponent's turn, like, you can tell that this whole deck was just kind of meant for comboing on the opponent's turn. Man, we got freaking Branded in red, freaking Branded Opening, and the Super Poly. Holy actual crap. The hilarity is coming. Alright, so we're just going to pass on this. Our opponent draws Theater for turn. So here's the problem, alright? Ecclesia and Nadir are all going to have to be sub-plays that we're going to have to make, because the minute we throw those cards on the field, we lock our extra deck, and that's not going to be a good place you're going to want to find yourself in, quite honestly, here. So we're going to activate the field spell. Sure, go for it, man. I don't care. We're going to discard Dramaturgia and Ad Libitum, which this is not the combination that you really want to be using right now, but I'll be honest with you, you don't have anything else. Our opponent's going to go ahead and we're going to make the Masquerade. So while you control this Fusion Summon card, your opponent must pay 600 life points to activate cards or effects. Remember, Fusion Summoned. Alright, that's very important. If your opponent controls a Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, or Exceed monster, or Link monster quick effect, this card gets to come back from the graveyard, but it gets banished when it leaves the field. Alright, so we're going to revive our friend. Our opponent's going to go ahead and they're going to shoot their Branded Opening here. Alright, so this is going to go ahead and we're going to resolve here. Sure, easy stuff. Out comes their dear friend Albert. Albert's going to go ahead and go, hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and add. Now we have to deal with the Branded in red. Alright. At this point in time, everything was not Daijobu down here for Nasri. Nasri was actually a little bit worried. But actually, the reveal of this Ecclesia just gives him such a crazy advantage point here. Because now the opponent's going to lock their extra deck. Alright, so that's insanity. Alright, which, hey man, thank you. Thank you for locking your extra deck, alright? Just to deploy this body. Alright, and this is where it's all going to go downhill. Alright, here comes the floor. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let this floor resolve. This floor is going to get to come down here and negate. So not only are we now negated, okay, the Sword Mistress in our hand will be able to reveal here. The Super Poly is about to go nuts. Okay, so our opponent wants to attempt to try to shift phases. We're going to deploy the Sword Mistress onto the field so we have a body here. Alright, hey, we're going to have to take 600 life points. Sure, man, that's easy. Alright, on the entry into, or in battle phase, in the startup phase here, we are actually going to shoot this Super Poly here, alright? And that actually gets brought up over here. So we're going to go ahead and Super Poly away 3. Out comes Despian Prosciniums. Remember, this thing has the quick effect during the main phase. You can target one Fusion Single or Exceed or Link monster in the opponent's grave and either banish it or special summon it to your field. And this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle. You can inflict damage to your opponent equal to destroyed monster's original attack. Fred has arrived. Alright. Gets to revive his good card. We're going to lose our friend. That's fine. Set pass. Now we're going to start Ecclesia combo. Alright, up comes Fallen. Time to convert into Titanclad. Now we have two very big monsters on the field. So we're going to attempt to steal his Masquerade with this, just to get the Masquerade back out here so the effect is done. We're going to battle phase. He's going to brand it in red, which is fine. So now we're going to have to do a redirect here off of everything. Get a negate. Whew, look at all those effects triggering, man. Alright, so we're going to get our redeclare here. We're going to bully this. We're going to go ahead and crash the big guys in. Alright, wipe that off the map. And then Titanclad here is super huge, by the way. Because remember, this thing gets the combined attack of the original monster's levels. 3,700 again, branded in red to deploy. Yeah, branded open, excuse me. We discard our branded to get another one. Alright, then we're just going to sit it and pass. Good luck. I think it's over. Yeah, it's all over there. Man, oh man. Super Poly tearing apart the mirror as it truly should. So guys, what do you think about this matchup? Please leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys think. Smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day with some more cool awesome content. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.